All right, boys. Currently cold as fuck. Scars still collecting dust. Nothing on the motor, but I want to make a quick video. We're really an update on, getting some stuff done, but it's more in the aspect of the wheels and marketplace. As always, marketplace always gets me. Always looking 24/7. It's either marketplace, TikTok, or fucking. But that's basically it. Marketplace and TikTok is what I go to 24/7. But this is basically a can't pass up. Touched all the categories of, gotta get it. So got them in the back of the truck. And right now, the current setup, as you know, for Scar, to this point, is 15 by 12s on 33s, bullet holes. But we're kind of going a little exaggerated. This is still the same, but this is a little more oomph to it. So before showing you, I'm gonna describe it as Willie Bob's jumbo Hume rods, and I'm gonna just say they're spreader tires. So I'm gonna just show you real quick before even getting off the vehicle. So if y'all don't know, which you can't really see because it's a little bit dark, but this is my hand. Yeah, these suckers are massive. So if y'all don't know, these are Mickey Thompson Belteds. These were, back in the day, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. They stopped making them, but recently, 2026, they're gonna come back in production. So they're gonna be the Belted 2s. It's gonna be the same shit, just a little bit minor differences in like sidewalls and all that, but cannot find these tires at all. These tires are no good. They're old as hell, but if they hold air, I'm gonna just fuck with them just for a little bit, just to get some fun out of them. But yeah, these suckers are massive. I have the Ram box, and as you can see, I could not stand them up, straight up and go. I have to strap them up one on top of the other, and then you can see the top of the roof of the truck and where the tires are at. So wide, I can't even have the tailgate down. These suckers are fucking ridiculous. I underestimated them whenever I went to go pick them up with a guy. So let me get them off and show you real quick. The main aspect is because of the wheels. Really wanted the wheels, couldn't separate the tires, but might as well have them, have some OG Belteds laying around just to say that I got some. This is a little exaggerated right here. This is a balloon. This is spreader tire. So Mickey Thompson Baja Belted. This is 18 wide, about 39 tall, so shy of 40, 15 inch. Oh, and then the manufacture date was of 84. So these suckers are from 1984. So the research that I've done and that I know of these tires, these weren't really that I considered highway tires, drive tires. These were more of show vehicles. So back in the day, these were your like Furies or whatever the fuck brands are from nowadays. As you can see, that's why they still have a pretty good amount of tread. All they were was just on show trucks, and that was about it. Maybe here and there around town, but that's why they've lasted so long. They do have a shitload of dry rot, but as long as they hold air, I'm happy with them. I'll just throw them on whatever, just to keep them. I'll just keep them just to say that I have old school Belteds back in the day, from 1984. The wheels, don't really know the brand or nothing, so I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's a 14 wide, but if it's a 14 wide or 12 wide, it really doesn't matter. I'm really more wanting the big lip. So from the inside of the face to the outside of the barrel, I already measured it. It's about 8 3/4. Don't really know the brand. Can't really go off of anything. As you can see, they put a shitload of weights on these fucking tires. I'm gonna see if I can find a actual stamp of the wheel, if it's a 15 by whatever, 15 by 10, 15 by 12, 15 by 15 and a half, who fucking knows. But all I gotta do is get a little bit of oil on my finger, start rubbing and seeing what we get, which I think it's, nope, that's not it. So let me get that real quick. I can't find really nothing. The only thing I can see is a max load, do not exceed certain PSI. Then on that side, made of USA. The other two stamps, or one stamp that's left, I can't really tell what it is. But I'm gonna just say this is a 14 weld, but like I said, it's a motherfucking mint. So I'm gonna try to put these on Scar just for fucking shits and giggles, just to see a picture. So the front, we should fit. The back, I'm gonna have to throw a block or just fucking shim that bitch up and just lift the ass end up with the jack. But so just to show y'all comparisons of this and that, this is a spreader tire. I consider this a spreader tire, my boy. So 40 or 39-inch tall tire, 33. 12.5 wide, 18 wide. Right, that's retarded massive. So, you know, fish here, full arm length or whatever the fuck this is. So this shit is massive. What I'm gonna do right now is just at least try to throw one of them on there just to get my, just to show y'all mine as well, shits and giggles. Throw the front one on, no problem. But the back, I know I'm gonna have to raise the back up pretty good amount. All I'm gonna do is just jack it up to get the wheel on and then just jack the body up just to get the quick picture. But yeah, it's a little exaggerated. Hey, yo, 3.5-inch spacers all the way around, 33 12 wide with the 12 wide bullet holes. You can see how much sticks out. And then we got the biggest right here. I'm gonna say 15 by 14s on 39 Belteds OGs. Oh yeah, this that Monster Jam shit. That's that Sunday. Get a little glimpse right there. So it is under its own weight right now. No problem turning up front. The back, it is under its own weight. Like I said, we tucking. So I'll say that's a good half, 3/4. Yeah, that's about 1/4 we got of room. So this shit is fucking wide. It is out there. These are spreader tires. These are floaters. These are gonna get you out of the water. These gonna keep you afloat. That looks a little bit better. Better idea. Now it looks better with this setup. So as you know, I had the bullet holes, and you know, bullet holes have the big caps, or the ones that go in the center of the bore. Sore thumb, but age appropriate, time period, whatever correct. But I want to try something new. What some people do is throw these or this style kind of on top, which I ended up doing that, you know, shaving it down, whatever, try to get it to somewhat look good. So if I was using bullet holes, it would look something like this. But that's too much of a big cap. So what I ended up doing is, what if I make, or find a way to make my own center cap, just a flush one. Nothing exposed, nothing sticking out, nothing bulgy, just as flat as possible so you can see the big lip or the barrel or whatever you want to call it of the wheel. So what I ended up doing is just cutting a piece of, I think it's like stainless steel or some shit, and cutting holes out for the lug nuts. It ain't 100%, it's a little bent, you know, cutting it. Holes ain't gonna be exactly where it need to be centered, but I more or less did it and had the concept. So bullet holes, made the holes right more or less. So that's how it's gonna look. Which all I have to do is just drill a hole into the wheel, somewhere around here, tap it, drill a hole on this, and then I'll be able to mount it either 1 or 2 points, and it'd be solid. So you can kind of get the idea. But I was thinking, I'm like, since these new wheels don't have center caps, and I don't know the brand, there might be Eagle Alloy, Prime, there might be Centerline, bullet holes. No, not bullet holes. I'm trying to think as many. Like I said, I don't know the time period. I don't know all the brands back in the day, but those are the only things I can think of that comes to mind of wheels. I was thinking, might as well try to reuse the same concept, like I said. So I ended up cutting this out for the bullet hole, more or less. So from here to here is 7 inches, and then, you know, I actually kind of spaced out the lug nut holes kind of somewhat how they need to be. It's not 100%, but it's a little test piece. This side has Belteds, just a random sticker that I had laying around, and then on this side is my actual logo. So I was thinking, so this measures out 7 inches. Like I said, I don't know the brand or nothing like that. I don't even know what kind of center I can put on them, where I can find them, who I got to go through, Facebook Marketplace, whatever the case may be. So instead of trying to go through the hassle trying to find something to cover this up. I still want to run the option of doing lug nuts or spike lug nuts just to have some more accent to it, but nothing where you can actually see the whole bore and everything, big ass bore. So, you know, 7 inches, holes cut for the lug nuts to stick through. Oh shit, let me show you. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Flush. As you can see, all I have to do is literally either one or two things. Have somebody cut this out correctly, or have somebody CNC this out or whatever with the lug nut holes being precise. And all I have to do is clean this mounting point, clean it, retap it, whatever needs to be done. Drill one hole on this, and then we'll have, excuse me, smooth cap with a deep wheel, which I think